Guys, we have till 19.02. Well, I might have to get shut down for dinner, so I might have to, It's 18:38 right now. I just wanted to say before we do this video that it is my mum's birthday on Monday. She's gonna be turning 51 years old. Now don't judge her, please. Maybe. And I've actually done something with paints that my uncle from his mother Nana gave me, so I used the paints, but I'm not gonna show it until that morning because I'm gonna show it Mum. But I was like, oh god, I remember the moment, and I just hope she has a good birthday this year, because most of the time people try and ruin her birthdays and stuff. But also, she asked me to make her an edit of Charlie Hunnam, which is an actor, and in Sons of Anarchy, and she cannot wait for him to be in something else that's coming this year. And if you want to see the edit, it will be up on the 15th of September. I'll post it on the 15th of September, which is her mum's birthday. Oh, I have birthday, so anyway. And it's on my TikTok. Let's get started. I don't remember which bit what ends. I'm just going to rip them top. Of all my little adventures, Mo, and you should judge for yourself. Well, said the mole, moving towards the supper table. Suppose and you talk while I eat. Not a bit since breakfast. Oh my. And he sat down and helped himself literally to cold beef and pickles. Toad strutted on the hearth rug, thrust his pot into his trouser pocket, and pulled out a handful of silver. Look at that, he cried, displaying it. That's not bad, is it? For a few minutes' work. And do you think I'd done it? More horse stealing? That's how I'd done it. Go on, Toad, said the mole, immediately interested. Toad, do be quiet, please, said the rat. And don't you egg him on, Mole, when you know what he is. But please, tell us as soon as possible what the position is, and what's best to be done, now that Toad is back at last. The position's about as bad as it can be, replied the mole grumpily. And as for what's to be done, well, bless if I know. The badger and I have been round and round the place by night and day. Always the same thing, sending posters everywhere. Guns poked at us. Drones thrown out us, always on the lookout, and when they see us, oh my, how they do laugh. That's what annoys me the most. It's a very difficult situation, said the rat, reflecting deeply, but I think I see now. It in the deepens of my mind. What Toad really ought to do, I would tell you, he ought to do. Not he oughten, shouted the mole with his mouth full. Nothing of the sort. You don't understand what he is out to do. He ought to do. Well, I shan't do it anyway, cried the Toad, getting excited. I'm not going to be ordered about by you fellows. It's my house we're talking about, and I know exactly what to do, and I'll tell you I'm going to. By the time they were all three talking at once, at the top of their voices, and the noise was simply deafening, when a thin, dry voice made itself heard, saying, Be quiet, at once, all of you, and instantly everyone was silent. It was the badger, who, having finished his pie, had turned round in his chair and was looking at them severely, and when he saw that it had secured their attention and that they were evidently waiting on him to address them, he turned back to the table again and reached out for the cheese. And so great was the respect commanded by the solemn quietude of the amiable animal, that not another word was uttered until he had quite finished his repast and brushed the crumbs from his knees. The Toad fidgeted a good deal, but the rat held him fairly down. When the badger had quite done, he got up from his seat and stood before the fireplace. Reflecting deeply, at last he spoke. Toad, he said severely, you bad, troublesome little animal, aren't you ashamed of yourself? What do you think your father, my old friend, would have said if he had been here tonight and had known all of your goings. Toad, who was on the sofa by this time, with his knees up, rolled up over his face, shaken by sobs of commotion. There, went on the Badger more kindly. Never mind. Stop crying. We're going to let bygones be bygones, and try and turn over a new leaf. But what the mole says is quite true. The sorts are on guard at every point, and they make the best sentiments in the world. It's quite useless to think of attacking the place. They're too strong for us. Then it's all over, said the Toad, crying into the sofa. Cushions. I shall go and enlist for a soldier and never see my dear Toadhold any more. Come on, cheer up, Toady, said the Badger. There are more ways of getting back a place than taking it by storm. I haven't said my last word yet. Now I'm going to tell you a great secret. Toad sat up, sullen and dried his eyes. Secrets had an amusing attraction for him because he could never keep one, and he enjoyed the sort of unfulfilled will he experienced when he went and told another animal, after having previously promised not to. There's an underground passage, said the Badger impressively, that leads from the river bank quite near here, right up into the middle of Toad Hall. Oh, nonsense, Badger, said the Toad rather airily. You've been listening to some sort of yarns they spit into the public houses about here. I know every inch of Toad Hall, inside and out, nothing odd that sort, I do assure you. My young friend, said the Badger with great feeling. Your father, he was a worthy animal, a lot worthier than some others I know, was a particular friend of mine, and told me a great deal he wouldn't have dreamed of telling you. He discovered that passage. He didn't make it, of course. That was 100 years before he ever came to live there, and he repaired it and cleaned it out because he thought it might come in use some day, in case of trouble and of danger. And he showed it to me. Don't let my son know about it, he said. He's a very good boy, but very light and volcanic in character, and simply cannot hold his tongue. If he's ever in a real fix, and it would be of use to him, you may tell him about the secret passage, but not before. The other animals looked hard at Toad to see how he would take it. Toad was unwilling to be sulky at first, but he had brightened up immediately like the good fellow he was. Well, he said, perhaps I am a bit of a talkator. A popular fellow such as I am. My friends get round me, we chaff, we sparkle, we tell witty stories. Somehow my tongue gets waggling. I have the gift of conversation. I've been told I ought to have a salon, whatever that may be. Never mind, it's a salon. Whatever that may be, never mind. Go on, Badger. How's this passage of yours going to help us? I found out a thing or two lately, continued the Rat. I got Otter to disguise himself as a sweep and crawl at the back door bushes over his shoulders, asking for a drop. There's going to be a big banquet tomorrow night. It's somebody's birthday, the Chief Weasley's, I believe, and all the Weasleys will be gathered together in the dining hall, eating and drinking and laughing, and carrying on, expecting nothing, no guns, no swords, no sticks, no arms of the sort whatever. But the settlements will be posted as usual, remarked the Rat. Exactly, said the Badger. That is my point. The Weasleys will entrust entirely to exciting settlements. That this is where the passage comes in. That very useful tunnel leads right up onto the backless pantry, next to the dining hall. Aha, that squeaky board in the pantry, backless pantry, said tall. Now I understand it. We shall creep out quietly into the butler's pantry, cried the mole. With our pistols and swords and sticks, shouted the rat. Rush in upon them, said the badger. And whack them, and whack them, and whack them, cried the toad in hysterics, running round and round the room and jumping over the chairs. Very well then, said the bat, resuming his usual dry manner. Our plan is settled, and there's nothing more for you to argue and settle about. Getting very late, all of you off to bed at once. We will make all the necessary arrangements in the course of the morning tomorrow. Toad, of course, went to bed differently with the rest. He knew better than to refuse, though he was feeling too excited to sleep. But he had a very long day with many events crowded into it, and sheets and blankets were very kindly and comforting things. After plain shroud, and not much of it, spread on the stone floor and letting the dress out, and his head had not been many seconds on his pillow before he was snoring happily. Naturally, he dreamt a good deal about roads that ran away from him just when he wanted them, and catwalks that chased him and caught him, and a barge that settled into the banqueting hall, where he was washing just as he gave a dinner party, and he was alone in the secret passage, pushing onwards, but it twisted and turned around and shook itself, and sat up on its end, yet somehow at last he found himself back in Toad Hall, safe and trumpeted, with all his friends gathered round him, gently assuring him that he was really a clever toad. He slept till a late hour next morning, and by the time he got down he found no one and had finished their breakfast some time before. The mole had slipped off somewhere behind himself, without telling anyone where. He was going. We'll read the rest tomorrow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bye, guys.